Well, it's Friday morning, about 9:30. I've been holed up in this gas station here in Tellico Plains for a little over an hour and a half almost. I'm soaked to the bone. I woke up at 5 o'clock. I was out of the bag, packing everything inside my tent by 1:15, and I was pulling out of the campsite by 6, easy, maybe 5:45. Probably only took me 25 minutes to a half an hour to pack up and get out of there. Lots of fire lane, but as soon as I left the campsite, it started raining, and within 20-30 minutes, it was pouring hard. And apparently it's going to be like this all day today, tonight, and all day tomorrow, with the one added thing tonight through tomorrow of freezing temperatures. So everything I own is soaked to the bone, soaking wet. Tent, the only thing that's not is my sleeping bag. Some of the stuff in my tent, because it never really is exposed to weather or rain, it comes out of my bag, goes in the tent, gets folded up, put back in the bag as soon as it comes out of the tent. So and I wouldn't want my bag to get wet because it's goose. So but yeah, everything else is soaked and my energy levels are depleted. I just had a hubcap of food here at this gas station, and I've probably had a half a pot of coffee. Not the greatest coffee, but it'll do. It's hot, so trying to figure out what to do, but I think I'm going to sack out and go home. It's been today's day 8, and I've got a solid day's ride home from here, so I think I'm done. Kind of bummed about it, but I'm not really interested in the roads coming down into Tellico are getting worse, not from the conditions, but their natural conditions. The roads are much more stony, loose gravel, and there's off cambers and wheel ruts that aren't even, and it's pretty tricky, man, especially when you lay down 2 inches of leaves that are soaking wet. And you can't see the rocks, you can't see the potholes, you can't see the sticks. You know, this morning coming into Tellico was trying. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. One road that I turned onto turned out to be, I think it was 8 miles, or no, it was 10 miles. 10 miles. And it was the worst road that I've been on yet. It wasn't horrible, but it was completely covered in leaves, man, and it's a road that doesn't get used very much. Obviously, there were no tire tracks or anything, and it was slow going, and it was straight off the side. So it was a little bit, my nerves were shot by the time I got off that road and back down to the paved road and made my way into Tellico, and I'm soaked to the bone. Filled the bike up, got some breakfast, and now I'm thinking I'm gonna puss out and bail out and go home, and probably get home around dinner time. I got to get my gear dried out, and so I don't know. I feel like I've done pretty well, and I know that from this point forward in Tellico, the next 15 miles, there's about 4 considerable creek crossings, 2 of which, maybe 3, are going to be the first one. The very first one, I'm not going to be able to get across. I know I'm not going to. I've been here when it wasn't raining, and it was questionable. It's been pouring rain for most of the afternoon and evening last night, and all morning so far. So I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to do a workaround to try and figure out how to get past it. I'm just going to jump on the highway and get my ass home, have a shower. So anyway, that's the end of it. I'll pick it up maybe in spring, probably March. Try to get back out here and pick up here in Tellico. It's a good place to jump off because it's easy to get to, and I can pick up the trail pretty quickly and finish up Tennessee, North Georgia, Eastern Alabama, into southern, or, the southern part of Tennessee by Chattanooga, and straight across the state to Kuntz or Pickwick State Park before it dips down into Mississippi. So I think the next stint will be in probably another week to 8 days, 8-9 days. I'll pick it up in Tellico and go to the Mississippi River and then go home, and that'll probably take just about as long. So anyway, kind of feel shitty about it, but oh well, gotta live to see another day. So peace out.